These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
식민지 전쟁으로 금지된 데이터가 모두 복원되어 있는 곳이다.
Someone paid attention in current events.
뭐야? 갑자기
So,
반말을.
you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people, the ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun, to hand over their codes.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you. Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am.
아니 저기
I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
경비는 왜 벽을 보고 서 있어?
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
식민지 연합의 대표로 왔다. 자유항성 동맹의 지원을 받고 싶다.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives.
입술이 꽤
Now,
매력적인데?
she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
맞다. 아카이브에 접속해야 한다.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its
설득이
release.
쉽지 않을
Now,
것 같죠?
why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go?
연설은 뭐지? 대사님, 부탁입니다. 제발 내 말을 들어주세요.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood.
설득. 감사합니다, 대사님. 어쨌든 들어주세요.
I'm listening.
아, 설득 시작했죠. 뭐가 좋을까? 이거 안 통할 것 같은데? 일단 안전하게 일로 가볼까? 당신은 군인이었고 지키는 것이 당신의 임무였다. 이 데이터는 그 일을 위해 사용할 거야.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
시작이 좋고요. 당신의 결정에 무수한 생명이 걸려있을지도 모른다.
Oh, I understand precisely what's at stake here.
망했다, 야.
The balance of galactic
망했어.
peace.
한 방에 6개 가자. 이 역경에서도 뭔가 좋은 결과가 나올지도 모른다. 유씨와 자유항성 동맹의 협력은
A step towards better relations. I could see some value there.
이게 아무거나 해도 되는데 이거 3 아니면 5가 끌려 있는데 너무 위험하지 않을까? 당신은 옳은 일을 할 수 있는 힘을 가지고 있을 것이다.
there's a lot of scared
Oh,
people
yeah.
out there right now, and I could do something about it. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
알았다.
Excellent. Follow me.
이동하나요?
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
생각보다 굉장히 쉽게 얻었어. 이제 한 명 남았죠? 아, 이쪽 방이 아닌가? 뭐야? 사람이 아예 없는데? 발론 가문 대사관. 뭐지? 뭔가 심상치 않죠? 전원 스위치 켜기. 대사관 안쪽으로 이동하기. 뭐야? 뭐야? 맙소사. 갑자기 공포 게임으로. 야. 일단 장전을 좀 하자. 오, 깜짝이야. 전원을 켜라. 전원 스위치 켜기. 보안 컴퓨터? 위층에 올라가야 돼. 잠겼죠. 야, 이 장전. 인터폰이 몇 개야? 다시 돌아가야 되나? 지하 가디언 주의 배제. 보스급인가? 우와, 데미지 안 들어가. 뭐야? 깜짝이야.
What seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the great serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
잠깐 아이템 좀 봐도 돼? 이거 가져도 되죠?
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the venom tree upstairs has worked itself into
동나무.
more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
우주항구는 상태가 좋지 않지만 다른 곳은 거의 피해를 입지 않았다.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
맞습니다. 아카이브에 있는 데이터를 통해 이번 공격에 대한 이해를 바탕으로 멈춰야 한다.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
대사님, 지하실에 있는 늙은이에게 이래라 저래라 할 생각 없습니다. 너무 웃긴다. 약속합니다. 올바른 일에 쓰이도록 하겠습니다.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
자, 아카이브 코드를 봤고요.
Let's hope it still works.
나는 코드 받는 게 굉장히 어려울 거라 생각했는데 생각보다 굉장히 편하게 받죠.
And there. Let it be used for good.
감사합니다. 그럼 성무청에 돌아가 봅시다.
Hey, hello.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
생각보다 어려웠지만 다들 흔쾌히 승낙해 주었다.
Dealing with the interests and egos of people who don't necessarily like you is rarely easy. But I suppose that didn't stop you, did it? And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
아니 내가 웃기는 흉내 냈었어? 생각보다 가까운 곳에 있었네?
At the Battle of Cheyenne by the Freestar Collective's
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
뭐 어디서 얘기하는 거야? 모니터 스테이션에 접근하기.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
와, 절차가 굉장히 복잡하구나.
You may proceed, Captain.
데이터 반환.
There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
소령님, 텔레모프의 데이터를 맡겨주세요.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
그럼 전 드디어 시민권자가 되었죠. 여긴 뭐야? 와. 여기서 사진 한번 찍을까? 셀카의 시야 줄이고요. 아, 뒤로 더 못 가네? 그러면 와, 이렇게 높았어? 대박이네.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
이렇게 하면 다른 곳에서 시민이 될 수 없겠지?
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
준비는 끝났다.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions
어디서
today
많이
and
봤던
in days past, you have
장면이죠.
earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
꼭 해야만 하는가?
To the best of your abilities, yes. But I think you can manage. So, will you let those values guide you as a citizen?
맹세코.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
감사합니다.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
나한테만?
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
나를 지목했어? 누구야?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
무덤까지 가져간다.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
여기서 뛰어내릴 수 있을까? 어라?